was man so wie ist, dass es irgendwo im Moment gibt, so ein Pflanzen, aber es packt nicht so. Ja, mega.
Day one of this Pacific crossing starting beautiful. And I'm not only talking about this girl, no, I'm talking about the conditions. It doesn't look like, but we're doing 7 knots. In the end of February 2024, we set sail to cross the largest body of water in the world, the Pacific Ocean, a crossing of 4,000 nautical miles non-stop from Panama to French Polynesia.
Before leaving, we spent some busy days in Panama City, enjoying Carnival and provisioning for a passage that could take more than 40 days.
Luca, was passiert da?
Ja, wir machen heute Abend Spaghetti.
Bruno, what do you think? Do you have enough mice?
I think we only have around 70, I'm not sure.
We get the good mayonnaise and we make a fiesta.
And of course, we were busy in preparing the boat, including the change of our main mast rigging, which is now made of denim. We also work on emergency systems, like an emergency radar.
Using our spinnaker pole and these nice little plywood planks. And this is how I imagine it would work. This rope as a fixed point and someone here with a ready bicep. It's not so handy yet, but I think
No.
it is a good start, like in case we would have the unlikely case of a rudder failure, we have something to start working with. We beached our Trimaran Mindelo for the first time to inspect and clean our underwater.
When Mindelo was finally ready, the 4 of us spent some days in the archipelago of Las Perlas, some 40 nautical miles from Panama City, relaxing and waiting for a weather window to arrive.
Provide for a fair passage for Elia, Luca, Bruna, and Nibud.
Be with us, Yamanja, be with us, Poseidon, be with us, Neptune.
Before we left to the anchor in San Jose, one of the most southern islands of Las Perlas, we asked God, Neptune, Poseidon, and Yemanja for protection.
And take care we don't run out of Brigadero, I want to add.
Where is my man to download this song? Where is my man?
This looks epic with Bruna and this huge sail in the back. Where are you pointing at?
Oh, I'm pointing to French Polynesia! Actually, I'm not.
Probably not, but it's okay.
And then a month later, I'll say, here, Camilo, thank you.
So guys, we just set sail to cross the Pacific Ocean. How are we feeling?
Very good.
Very good.
Very confident, and I know we will have a very fun time. How are you feeling, Luca?
Very relaxed as well. The moment when we left hit me quite, but it's really nice and I enjoy it. It's intense, but now really relaxed. Looking forward to some ocean
Times.
and ocean view. Every
Talking
day.
about
Today is the first day of the passage. We left at 11:15. Now it's our first sunset, and we've been really lucky because we just saw a pod of dolphins swimming by the boat, super close to the boat, and there were many of them. I feel a bit tired somehow, I think from the last few days, so I think it will be easy to take a good sleep today. and I'm very hungry. And I think today is gonna be burger night, so that's it.
Aha!
Heute gibt's Burger.
Nice.
So, this is the Bay of Panama, leaving the Bay of Panama. 20 knots of wind, white caps everywhere, and a freaking fast boat. So guys, we're sailing for 24 hours now. What's the current state of mind?
Current or the current state of mind?
Both.
We're going really fast. And the boat is moving crazy because of the wind and the waves together. But it's good.
How fast?
It's a good.
8.5 now.
Yeah, it's 9. I'll get there. 9
And-
is possible. Even though we have one reef in the main, no, 2 reefs in the main, one reef in the missing, and also one reef, or like quarter reef, general.
We did 144 nautical miles.
And we're already here. This is a reef. That's a long way.
Do you have any update on the weather?
Must be here.
It's day 2 of the passage, and the waves really found us. The whole day we had waves of 2-3 meters, and they make the boat really unstable because they're quite short, so like you can really feel them going up and down all the time instead of having like a nice swell that is longer. So I didn't do anything today. I felt really lazy and didn't feel like moving around, and I think everyone felt a bit this way. And I'm very happy we are making good progress. We've been sailing for about 30 something hours, and we already covered 200 nautical miles, which is great. But I'm praying for better waves soon. And we caught 2 yellowfin tunas. That's nice. At the same time. And we already even ate a little piece with it with bread that Niklaus baked for us. Yeah, that's it. That's a summary of our day. Now there's a really nice sunset. And so I'm gonna go lay down and sleep to my night shift. I'm finishing my night shift with this beautiful sunrise and nicer waves than yesterday. Thankfully, the sea has calmed down a bit and it's not cloudy. Yesterday I couldn't see the sunrise because how cloudy it was. And we have still nice wind. We're doing 5 knots.
40 miles to Malpe.
Only 40 miles to Malpelo. Maybe we'll even make it within 48 hours. Nick wants to put the spinnaker up. He just woke up.
But I'm curious if it's more in the island or we
Together with the island, I think.
Pressure.
Okay,
So what happened today?
what happened today? In the Mindelo news today, you will see lighter winds, smaller waves, Malpelo, and a beautiful sunset. So let's start by the beginning. The beginning of the day was marked today by lighter winds, allowing us to put a spinnaker right after sunrise. It was really nice because the waves also decrease and they are more organized, more like a swell. and all the crew could feel better. Then, around lunchtime, we saw the island of Malpelo, which we nicknamed Malpelio because there was a Helio in front of Malpelo. So, Malpelio. That's Helio. The island of Malpelo was really beautiful. Why? Is this really annoying?
No, go on. It's great.
The island was really beautiful, really dramatic, like huge rock steaming from the ocean. No trees, no vegetation at all, just this huge rock. And suddenly we had a bunch of dolphins jumping around us. I think they're called the spinner dolphins. They're quite big and they jump in a funny way, like. We also saw a big shark right next to the boat. And we even talked to people, which was the first time. And yeah, we cleaned, we made fitness, Luca made yoga. And the afternoon was more chill. We made taco lunch with the yellowfin tuna we caught yesterday, and a lot of reading.
That's it. That's a wrap.
Very nice footage. This is as nice as seeing your face in full screen. Happy. So is Rick, who is steering for us on this very wonderful day today. Rick is our wind vane that works as an autopilot for the boat, yet another extra we added to the boat in preparation for the crossing. Fully downwind, the new setup we never tried so far. Our little borboletinha butterfly attached over this row. Do not use the spinnaker boom, just for handiness.
How did you start this day?
Fitness. I made fitness and I felt like I was extremely powerful woman. I was doing it thinking, if you have a strong mindset, you cannot get seasick. You just have to keep going. And then immediately when I finished, I was extremely seasick. But after I took a nap, I felt good. And Luca made really nice banana pancakes for us.
And what's going on up here?
We have the spinnaker on the whole day. The winds are lighter now because we are getting really close to the equator.
ITC.
RTC. We're getting to the doldrums.
Doldrum.
And I'm almost done with my first passage book. Let My People Go Surfing from the founder of Patagonia.
Quite calm sea today after a bit of a shaky night with big waves and no wind, or hardly any wind. But today we're moving again.
Yeah.
Amor, what did you just see? Which is south. That's weird. What kind of swell comes from the southeast? Yeah man, yeah man. So what is our situation currently? A little wind zone, and we have a expert to talk about this, why there is a low wind zone in here.
It is called the ITC, Inner Tropical Convergence Zone.
So swell from behind, huh? But not only this swell, we are where two swells meet. We took down the mainsail so that the spinnaker has no wind shadow and can be freely, and we have no big, can breathe, yeah. We have no squalls or higher winds to fear at the moment, inshallah. So the main as a protective element is not that important anymore. Welcome to the ITC. Not much wind, or hardly any, but we have a secret weapon. USA 27009. Amor, how much difference did it make that you put the Kevlar sail up?
I think 1 knot, 1.5 knots.
Which ends up at the speed of
5.5.
5.5. This is incredibly.
We are soon crossing the equator with our spinnaker.
You see, young sailors, how close to the equator we are. Close, I see it is. But something important is missing on this boat. Some color. Brunette, can you put this little flag on?
Yes.
I will start with you, Elio. Do you know your ocean protective animal already?
Yes, of course.
I did not yet give you the protective animal. The protective animal will now be given to you. Elio, you're lucky to perform first what I will perform in front of you. Together with the sun and the ocean, you will find out your protected animal. You get a good zip. You will look in the spray and tell me what is your protective animal. So you shall do, and later your companions.
Of course, it's the walrus.
I also saw the walrus, Elio. I am
Very good.
very
what?
pleased to tell you that the walrus is your protected animal.
Ah, I feel so protected now.
You had the walrus. I will give you a walrus color. Make your hand like this.
Maybe it's a bit wet, huh?
Sweaty.
Why is your hand sweaty?
You would be so beautiful as a trans woman. Wow, that's pure art.
Excellent.
It looks like What's the name of this tiny animal that's no?
Two members. One
One
Yemanja,
crossing.
one crossing. Beautiful.
Proud you can be. And so I shall go as I can into the top,
Back to the mighty sea.
back to the mighty sea.
Bruna and Luca, what just happened?
We just crossed the equator and now we're in the southern hemisphere.
We are real sailors now because we
Real
crossed the
sailors.
equator.
And how are we sailing?
Spinnaker. And Yemanja is here. Oh my god.
Look who's checking out the party! And we're doing 6 knots, don't forget this, huh? 6 knots crossing the equator. We are really blessed.
Of course.
Yeah, we are really blessed. Maybe it's because of the presence of this woman here. Thank you for bringing us nice winds.
Scharfe Soße.
Scharfe Soße. 7 Flaschen Sojasauce. 4 Feuerzeug.
Feuerzeuge.
With no wind, our strategy was to engine straight south instead of directly towards French Polynesia. We did this to minimize the distance we had to travel using the engine, because the more south we would be, the more likely it would be to find the trade winds. Sky is looking different, so are the waves, really short coming from the southeast, hopefully product of the trade winds that we're desperate to find. We have been engineering now for nearly 40 hours, making a little bit more than 200 miles straight south, not going any way west towards where we actually want to go, but really only finding the trades as soon as possible. We used probably around 100 liters of diesel so far. What happened today?
Well, today we're having a unique experience. We are experimenting how does it feel to be inside a washing machine.
There's no wind left anymore.
There's no wind, just a lot of waves.
But if I'm informed right, there was wind at one point, no?
Not anymore.
But we have beautiful conditions, nearly feeling like we're already in the trades.
It's debatable.
Oh, well, we did 6-7 knots, huh?
For a hot minute.
A hot minute. I would say like
And then it's
3-4 hours.
Depends.
So now, what is our strategy now?
Our strategy is to be patient as fuck. Eat
You always have
burgers,
to be patient, though.
eat burgers and wait for the wind to come.
What means waiting for the wind?
Drifting. Drifting.
Bouncing.
Bouncing.
So where do the waves come from?
West, east, north, and south. Yeah. Very interesting.
But there's one thing that always makes you happy, no?
What?
Wait, I have one more question. Why are we not using the engine?
Can you answer this question? Because there are so many waves and we think it's gonna be fucked up.
Well, I think if we use the engine now, we just slam against the waves harder, use a lot of diesel, and since we are quite sure that tomorrow morning, we will have trade winds, so like we would win some miles, but we're in a good spot basically. Just have to wait for time to pass. Despite being more than 3 degrees south, where usually the trade winds would be already blowing, we didn't find them, just squally and inconsistently.
So my friends, we found wind again, huh?
Well,
Do we like this?
partially.
Partially. What's happening?
Well, our sails for sure are only half manned.
Not so happy with the conditions.
It's ridiculous, they are ridiculous.
Bruna is also not 100% happy with the conditions.
Are we in an earthquake?
But looking at the charter plot, you can see a really beautiful thing. Exactly, that we head straight to the waypoint number 2, which promises nice trade winds.
Of course I do.
It's raining! It's our cabin fully closed.
Yeah, man. Fully closed. We have wind from the northwest, how it is in the trade wind zone.
Nog iets anders wetter.
Is it?
Finally rain! Time to wash my hair.
Many rain, many rain, many rain. That looks cozy.
Exploratio-Mundi heute. Really talkative.
I didn't
Now we will have ingresso, yes!
Bruno just asked whether another cloud arrived. It's a bit hard to answer. Seems like there's just one big cloud surrounding us. And yeah, we're doing some 5 knots with northwest wind. Wherever there is northwest wind.
So while the kids are recovering from playing Ligletto, this mighty sailor
Yeah, what sailor?
is strong enough to overcome the strongest winds and strongest rains.
Together with the strongest rice.
Is this the secret of the mighty sailor?
It is.
Empty. The proof is there. Empty.
Empty.
500 grams of rice.
Here for
But we're sailing. Haha,
Ah,
proof. And we even have a second sail. And a third. Look at all these sails. More sails than after Christmas and supermarkets. Haha.
Gotcha.